So moving on from the previous video, we have this fabulous bouquet of citrus gerbera. If you haven't seen how the bouquet has been made, you might want to go on to the previous video and watch the tutorial on making the citrus bouquet. Moving on then to gift wrapping it, what I normally do is use some brown craft paper, and I have 2 sheets of that, folding it in half and to a diagonal, and the same with the second piece, so in half and slightly off to one side, so you end up with 2 pieces of paper like this. So we can start then, and we have the bouquet, and we will have the tie-in point, and at that point we put the paper, the centre of the piece of paper, and just encourage the paper around the flowers, not too tight so that we're squashing the flowers, and then the same with the second one. And that just frames the bouquet nicely. Just a small piece of tape then on either side, and that'll hold that in place for you. So we have that, just the brown paper then just highlighting the bouquet. For the cellophane, now we can just tie that off with some raffia and just pass that over as a gift, and then whoever receives it can recut the stems and put it into a vase of clean water. If you are preparing it for a gift, maybe for tomorrow or that, we can add some cellophane and we can put it in water now and leave it somewhere cool until the event. So doing the same thing with the cellophane as the craft paper, folding a slightly larger piece in half and off to one side. We put this again in the centre and encouraging that cellophane up round the bouquet. And just a small piece of tape to hold that in place. Now, not a lot of tape, just a small piece to hold that in place. And then we need a second piece, a more squared piece of cellophane, and we'll use this for the bottom of the bouquet. So just before we add on the cellophane, what we need to do is just take a little nip off the bottom of our bouquet, because it has been sitting out of water and while we've been making it. So we just need to open up the stem structure again so that it all gets a drink. And then remember, go back and cut your flowers at an angle so that they're not straight. That way they'll end up drinking a lot more water if they're opened up that wee bit further at the bottom of the stem. So adding on the cellophane now at the bottom, just place the bouquet to the centre and bring up the far side. And fold one side of the paper towards your body, and then the second side of the cellophane, fold that and have that go in the opposite way, just so that you have an even contribution of paper all the way around the bouquet, and you're not left with one big clumpy bit of cellophane in one particular spot. So once you have the bouquet in, just finish that off with some raffia, and again firmly but gently holding the cellophane in place and making sure that won't move. And you can tie that. So just the raffia, and that brings the colour of the flowers out as well. So that's the bouquet gift wrap, and then what we do is we just add some of the water gently into the middle of the bouquet. And there we have the bouquet ready for presentation and to give as a gift. If you have enjoyed the videos, please do feel free to share them and press subscribe and keep updated with what's going on here on With Flowers.